Imagine a single, sun-scorched day in 1876 that would forever alter the course of American history. On the rolling hills of Montana, two vastly different worlds collided in a battle that still echoes through time. This is the story of the Battle of the Little Bighorn, famously known as Custer's Last Stand. It was a clash of titans. On one side, the U.S. 7th Cavalry, led by the flamboyant and ambitious Lieutenant Colonel George Armstrong Custer. On the other, a massive alliance of Lakota, Sioux, Cheyenne, and Arapaho warriors, inspired by the visionary leadership of Sitting Bull and the tactical genius of Crazy Horse. The U.S. Army was confident, even arrogant, as they advanced into what they considered hostile territory, aiming to force the Native American tribes onto reservations. They vastly underestimated their opponents. In a stunning turn of events, the Native American warriors achieved one of the most decisive victories in the history of the American Indian Wars. Custer and his entire immediate command were wiped out. For a fleeting, glorious moment, it seemed as if the tide had turned. Native nations had defended their land, their families, and their way of life with incredible courage and skill. It was a moment of immense pride and triumph, a powerful statement of resistance against overwhelming odds. But this victory, as monumental as it was, came at a devastating cost. The news of Custer's defeat sent shockwaves across the United States, sparking outrage and a thirst for retribution. The American public, reeling from the loss, demanded a swift and overwhelming response. The U.S. government, which had previously struggled to contain the Plains tribes, now had the political will to unleash its full military might. What followed was not just a military campaign. It was a systematic dismantling of Native American power and sovereignty. The Great Sioux War intensified, with thousands more troops pouring into the region. The government pursued a brutal policy of total war, attacking not just warriors, but entire villages, destroying food supplies, and relentlessly hunting down those who resisted. The victory at Little Bighorn, paradoxically, sealed the fate of the very people who had won it. Within a year, the Great Alliance had been broken. Crazy Horse surrendered, and Sitting Bull was forced to flee to Canada. The tribes were forced onto smaller and smaller reservations, their traditional way of life effectively destroyed. The battle that began as a moment of triumph became the tragic turning point that solidified U.S. control over the West and reshaped federal policy towards Native Americans for generations to come. It's a stark reminder that sometimes the aftermath of a victory can be more devastating than any defeat. Thanks for watching. If you found this piece of history as compelling as I do, please hit that like button. Subscribe for more stories that shaped our world, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. See you next time.